2024 sees the 15th edition of this now long-established regatta in the Caribbean circuit. We've got an amazing array of international boats and sailors taking part in this race. Awesome conditions for sailing. As always, a very warm welcome from the people in Antigua. We wish everyone a great race.
It's without doubt a fantastic race. It's rapidly becoming one of the classic 600 milers. So it's lovely to come here as Commodore to meet everyone and to enjoy the sunshine and the fantastic sailing. What's not to like?
The RORC Super Zero class, an amazing entry, 3 boats over 100 feet, Leopard, Edgy Wave and Spirit of Malouin, full of top-notch sailors wanting to do well for their owners. So fantastic for the race to have 3 boats of that size competing in that class.
We're looking forward to it. The forecast is good for us, but in certain conditions, the other guys will beat us on the water. Lighter upwind conditions, for example, where if it's reaching or harder conditions, then that might suit us because we're a canting keel. So it's going to be a real good battle between the 3 of us to see who can take the line on us.
RORC Zero, undoubtedly going to be the most competitive fleet of the race. You've got a handful of boats. Your Dagways just won the Nelson's Cup, Eno Noir, Wizard and Rana, both previous winners of this race. They know how to win this race.
What it takes to win a race like this, a series like this, really is, number one, it's the crew. The chemistry really is important. It really matters. It's the boat. The boat's got to be fast. It's got to be the right boat. 3, it's the preparation of everything. You can't take anything for granted. You've got to make the fewest mistakes, and there's a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
But only a little bit.
The oldest boat in the fleet this year is Huey 2, built in 1967. On that boat is also a young man called Carrick Jones, who was only 14. So if you think about that, he wasn't even born when we first did this race. So it's quite an achievement.
Racing with Bernie, I've known Bernie since, he's known me since I was a baby. And he's just really experienced with that offshore racing and stuff like that. I think it's just a daily sail for him, really. But since he's done it so many times, but it's probably going to be a challenge for me.
Carrick's been amazing. I mean, it's always been my thing in life to bring more young people into the sport and encourage them, and it will help to grow the sport. And he's a very good little sailor. He was a little bit disorientated the first day, but by the second day he was fine. And I'm having him do tactics, and I think he's going to come back an experienced sailor when he's finished.
So the smallest boat in the race this year is Enverley, which is a Figaro 2, and they're also sailing double-handed. So not only are they dealing with being in the smallest boat, there's only 2 of them. So a double challenge for those guys.
The key thing, particularly when you're double-handed, is the team dynamics and how you gel and trust each other. I've known Berenice for quite a few years already. So first of all, she's essentially a pro sailor. She will say no, but that's basically her level of racing. I think both Berenice and I like to sail like performance, like competition, but we don't do this at the expense of fun on the boat and team harmony and all of this. So there is no question that she can do the race and she will excel at doing the race. And she's also just a lot of fun.
So our goal for this race, number 1, is to have fun, because without fun you can't perform. That's just a rule in life. And so we're gonna give it all we can, enjoy this incredible opportunity to be out there. Although we're on the smallest boat for this race, handicaps are there to give us a chance to do really well. So we'll give it all we have.
Lots of entries in the Class 40 class. The newer boats have obviously the scow bows, and so it'd be quite interesting to see if any of the older versions can compete with them. Our own RORC Commodore, Deb Fish, is sailing this year on Richard Palmer's Jangada 40. Unfortunately, Richard can't make it. She's got Pip Hare sailing with her, so a pretty, Deb has done a lot of sailing. Pip has done a reasonable amount, so it's, they should be up there at least.
It's a really high energy race for a Class 40. We know there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of shifts, loads of manoeuvres. I think it's a race where you don't really ever set into a rhythm or a routine. You need to be thinking on your feet. And actually, the Class 40 fleet is really competitive. You miss a shift, you make the wrong call, you're going to lose places automatically. It's going to be intense, busy, really energetic, lots for the mind and for the body.
Multi-class gave us one of the most memorable finishes of all, I think, last year. The multis include the Mod 70s. There are a couple of established Mod 70s. We have Limosa, which is co-skippered by Dee Kafari and Alexi Barrier. They're getting more and more competitive. They were getting quicker and quicker as they did the end of the transatlantic race. So we look forward to them giving the two newer Mod 70s a good run for their money this time.
We are so lucky to race with this guy of Argo and Zulu. Yeah, it's really pushed us to the best we can do, and it's super cool.
We're super competitive people, and we're here to race against the best sailors. So we want to line up with Argo and Zulu, but we have to remember that they're innovative and technology forwards on us, and they've been sailing the boats a long time. So we're definitely playing catch up, but we're not going to let that defeat us. And the great thing with the Caribbean 600 is there's so many transitions and different modes to sail in, there's always an opportunity to catch up.
So we're looking forward to another great race for the 15th edition of the Caribbean 600. The weather conditions at the start are going to be awesome. 18 to 20 knots, nice warm weather, dropping off a bit towards the end of the race, and we hope that everyone has a safe and enjoyable race.
The other thing I want to do is just thank the people who've made this such a fantastic race. We've got all our sponsors, particularly the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism, who've all helped us, our fantastic volunteers, and of course the local people of Antigua. I've not met one who hasn't been smiling and friendly and welcoming. It's a really friendly island.